9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off to Chuck. Q.
Now at 5 a.m. on Sunrise, we are warming up. 68 degrees already out there. More
Say my
heat,
sound
more
A.
humidity in my 7-day outlook, including a look at the weekend.
Sound A.
I can't stress enough. We need the community's help to get these guns off the street.
Carlos.
As Metro Police work to
Say my
get guns
sound B.
off the streets, officers get involved in a police shooting. Now at least 2 suspects are still on the run. We get the latest from IMPD.
Sound B.
It's just a big tragedy that, she gone. And, she was a really, really special person to a lot of people.
Julia.
A family
Say my
calling for
BONA.
justice after their 16-year-old was shot and killed. Why the family believes their teen actually knew the suspect.
Carlos.
And city leaders
Say my
talking about a
open.
proposal that could impact food distribution across Indy. How this could change the way some charitable groups help out.
Open rules.
Live from 13 News, you're up with Sunrise.
Start to move. On camera 1.
Thanks for being with us on this Thursday morning. This close to Friday, 5 o'clock here on 13 Sunrise. Julia, along with Kelly and Chuck, with us this morning. We've got a good day in store.
I know, beautiful,
Stand by
sunny,
Stinger.
summer-like day ahead. I know that you guys are keeping an eye on maybe some things that develop tonight in the atmosphere.
Yeah, we have some rain in the Chicago area, and that line is holding together, which is a little unusual for this time of morning.
Stinger rolls.
That's up there. Here, it's not a bad start. Yeah. And you've got some construction to talk about later on.
Yes, on the northeast side.
Imagine that.
Watch out.
Well, we start at 5:01 with a beautiful look at the beautiful World
That is correct.
War Memorial downtown, and it's really
Cameras
a
will
nice
move in
day
just a
out there.
second.
I thought yesterday was spectacular. Got some yard
Let me know
work
if some-
done, and
something
you
runs
could
in
probably
this
do
one.
that today.
Don't change the
Although
lights
it's gonna
just
feel a
yet
little
because
bit more
Kelly's going to
humid
be
later
on camera.
this afternoon. 68 right now here, Muncie 61. It's only 59 in Bloomington at the
That's
IU
correct.
campus.
So
Richmond
kind
and
of the
Earl and
corner.
IU.
I know there's not really a corner.
Richmond, you guys are at 60 degrees.
Let me
and the
load.
dew points right on the verge of being humid, but really, I think it feels wonderful.
Yeah,
out
can you
here.
zoom
The
out
dew
on 3
point
there,
is
Matt?
60 now in Indy, but in the 50s just about everywhere else. We're going to
And
see
you're
that
going to need
climb.
to be
I mentioned the
splitting
rain.
the grid. 30
Here it is.
here.
So here's Chicago, here's Rockford,
Carlos
Kenosha,
is kind of
Wisconsin.
okay where he's
This
at. I
is
need Julia
very
to step
heavy
to your
stuff.
left.
There's some
I
lightning
wanna split
associated
back
with
there.
it. I'm going to put this in motion to
Yep,
show you the
just like that.
direction that it's going. I do think this is going to
Take-
clip
Carlos,
Gary
take one
and
step
Munster and Crown Point. Maybe as far south as Fowler and Oxford later this morning in our
Thank you,
viewing
Patrick.
area. But really, for the
Can
most part,
Carlos
this
take
is
a slight
nothing
step
that we're going
backwards?
to be concerned with today. As the kids get ready for school this
Wrap.
morning, long
Thank
sleeves
you.
this morning, but not later
I will have
today.
something
It's
in
a
that age,
sunglasses
Mon.
kind of morning. 77
Looks good.
by 11 a.m.
Kelly.
And we're in the mid-80s at 87 later today. So much more to talk about as we walk to the weekend, but this weather is good for a lot of things, including working on roads, right,
Oh my
Kelly?
gosh,
Kelly's
yes.
hot?
I saw them out there earlier this morning. This is newer construction, started about a week and a half ago. We're at the northeast side. This is taking a look at
Graphics full.
I-465. This is eastbound I-465. We have westbound 465. Then we have the ramp. That is the new temporary ramp that was built because
Yep,
it
and then
was
it's gonna
ongoing
wipe.
construction.
Oh, okay.
So
To
this
a
is
VO.
going to last for several months. But we'll map this out for you again.
Yes,
this
it
is on
does.
the northeast side, I-69.
Stand by
The
Stinger, stand by
southbound
braking.
Ramp onto I-465 westbound. You need to get into the center lane. 2 lanes in the middle
Can
there
you-
will take you onto
no.
that temporary
Can you move Carlos
ramp
slightly to your
system
left,
that will
like
allow
the
you
tiniest
to
bit, so I
get
can
back
see the
onto
braking and the edge one?
I-465
Perfect.
westbound. So you want to stay in those 2 middle
Thank
lanes.
you.
And again, that will take you onto that temporary map.
Stand by
excuse
Stinger.
me, ramp at I-465 westbound.
Stinger rolls. Camera 3. Q.
We did follow breaking news. We first told you about 11. Metro Police are still looking for 2 suspects after an officer-involved shooting on our city's east side.
This one started off as a chase, and we
Stand
caught
by
part of
VOB.
it actually on one of our in-dot cameras when we're showing you our traffic maps. So it started around 8 o'clock near 30th and Post Road last night.
VO full.
Police say they've been doing an investigation into violence
Nice.
involving
Moving to
guns at the
new slide. There's
Briargate
gonna be a sign.
apartments. That's what led to that
Good job.
chase, and it ended at Cheswick Village Apartments, and that's when 3 people ran from the car.
At some point, at least one IMPD officer fired a weapon, but no one was hit. There was also one suspect taken
Stand
into
by sound
custody and will be arrested on and facing charges. Police say this all started as an effort to get more guns off our streets.
Sound A.
This is another
Full
example of
fingers.
what the department has been saying for numerous months now.
You
That
slide.
we're focused on gun crimes, and this is an example of our officers proactively going out.
Yes,
trying
red lights,
to get
please,
Guns
still.
off the street.
Yep.
Coming
However,
out?
I can't stress enough.
Just kidding.
We need the community's help to get these guns off the street.
Q.
Now,
All
police
good.
say
Coming
they
out.
did recover
On two.
several guns from the scene last night where that suspect was taken
That
into
should be
custody.
red.
Now, as for the officer who fired a shot, that person is now on administrative leave, which is normal when dealing with an officer-involved shooting.
Views up.
We'll keep you a close eye on this
Carlos
story and bring
moves
you
to the
any
weather
new
slide as
developments
soon
right
as he
here on
can.
13 Sunrise, as well as on our website at WTHR.com.
Full screen.
And in other breaking news this
You can
morning
switch
from
the lights now.
overnight, we've learned a teenager was killed while riding her bike in McCordsville. This happened just
Stand by
after
one.
9 o'clock last night on County Road 800 North near Mount Comfort Road. Police say the victim is 19-year-old
Thank you.
Haley Scott. We're told the driver of that car stayed at the scene and is cooperating with the investigation.
I'll do it.
Friends and family are remembering a 16-year-old girl who was shot and killed just
Vione.
3 days ago.
Views up.
Katrina Stouter was found lying in a parking lot on the
Say my
Avondale
sound in
Meadows
B.
apartment complex on Indy's
Julia,
northeast
stay in
side.
H1.
She was rushed to the hospital, but
She'll have to take a
she
step
did
to her
not survive.
left.
We spoke with Christina's family at a vigil yesterday, and they say
Thank you.
there's a big hole
Sound
in their
B.
heart now that she's gone.
Sound.
She loved dancing, listening to music, getting everybody in a good spirit, just have fun all around. It was no but good with her.
It's just a big tragedy that, she gone. And, she was a really, really special person to a lot of people.
When you just
5 seconds.
Yeah, that's it.
come with it. Help us put this person to have off.
Carlos.
Well, police say they know who shot Katrina.
Say my 2.
They were detained and interviewed Monday, but were released pending further investigation. Family believe Katrina knew the suspect, but they are not sure who it is.
Julia.
City leaders here in
See my
Indianapolis
V1A?
are taking a closer look at how they can reduce gun violence. In the last 10 months, violent crime here in the
Carlos
city
to the
has
desk.
actually been trending downward, but leaders still
V1A?
say there's more work to be done.
Views up.
David
Say my
Muhammad
sound
is
B.
with the National Institute of Criminal Justice Reform. He did a detailed assessment of gun violence in Indianapolis. The focus was on things like a weekly review of the shootings, intervention efforts among peacekeepers, and life coaches who actually reach out to those likely to commit crimes. Muhammad says juveniles actually account for less than 10% of everyone
Sound in B.
involved in gun violence.
Sound B.
Still, the overwhelming gun violence are people 18 and 35 years old. The average age of a victim in 2022 is 31 years old, right? So we're still talking about adults. If we could stop the 14-year-old at-risk youth from becoming the 22-year-old shooter, we're doing some incredible work.
Q.
Now, Mayor Hogsett also
Mhm.
told us there are millions of dollars in grant money for community organizations,
Coming out.
IMPD, mental health, and more to help continue this trend of reducing
V1A?
violent crime in Indianapolis.
Carlos.
Well, take a look at this from the Fountain Square neighborhood. It's a
Fantastic.
new mural created by Miami-based artist
Say my
Hal
CG2
Holbrook.
full.
He says he's lost 46 people to
Maybe that's
gun
for
violence,
Julia.
including best friends and family. He wants this to be a place for people to heal and reflect. And he plans to paint a similar mural at each state across the U.S. You can check it out
CG2
on
full.
the building at 874 Virginia Avenue.
Marion County deputies tell us they have finished up a
40 and
sex
41 are
offender
dead.
sweep that they did near Brookside Park on the city's
A40 's
east side.
dead.
They were focusing on that
A40,
area
41
because
dead.
34
35
sexual or
Tim McKenna,
violent
two shot.
offenders live within a half-mile radius of that park, which is near 10th and Rural. They say they tried to serve 5 warrants. They arrested an underage person for rape and child molestation. They also arrested a person for failing to register as a sex offender.
2.
The City County Council Committee decided to postpone voting on a proposal
See my
impacting
BMB?
food distribution across Indianapolis.
Views up.
So it's going to require all charitable groups who give out food and clothing to those in need to
Stand by
register
Stinger
with
tossing
the
to
city
Chuck.
ahead of time.
Carlos is
Carlos will toss
tossing.
it.
Proposal, groups have to register at least 48 hours before
15
setting up.
standby.
If they don't comply, they can face a $250
45
fine
away.
for the first
45
warning
away
and
for
$500 every time after that.
Stinger rolls.
Here's Chuck talking about rain in our forecast.
Yeah, we haven't seen a
What's
lot
up?
of rain lately, and this is a look at where rain is located now. This is live Doppler 13.
30
Here's
seconds to
Peoria,
check.
here's Chicago, Rockford,
Coming out to
Kenosha,
camera 2
Wisconsin.
shot for
Notice
the
that this is
tees, and
moving
then we have
kind
a
of to
send
the
of love on
east and a
camera 1.
little bit to the southeast. This is going to clip the northern part of the state later today. Here.
Racing 3
Now,
with
what about
Gina
us?
is in the
Well,
tees as well.
we could see some rain late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Not a lot. What we're
Rapid.
going to focus on is heat and humidity through the weekend. Julia,
Here's your
we break
tees.
that down for you in just a few minutes.
2.
All right, Chuck, thank you. Well, President
Off to
Biden has
Vione
a plan
first.
to forgive money for student loans.
So millions of borrowers could save up thousands of
Say my
dollars
Gina for
per
instinct 3.
student. We'll talk about how you can qualify for this coming up.
Q.
And good morning from the Velodrome. I am hanging out with
Stand by
Kelly
Stinger
and
for Send the
Elijah
Love.
from Wolfpack Racing. It is one of about a dozen teams who will be competing this weekend. Teams from all around the world ahead of the two-day festival this weekend will be highlighting a free cycling event tonight, and where all the proceeds are going for a great cause at the head on 13 Sunrise.
Finger rolls.
Jesus. You're clear.
Camera
You're clear.
1. Q.
Well, viewers exceeded our goal
Say my
for Send
VMB.
the Love this week. We've been raising money so 30 kids from Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired can go to camp.
This is truly amazing. We were hoping for $3,000. We got $5,500 from generous donations. So that means kids like Rylan can go to Flat Rock River YMCA camp and go fishing and canoeing and hiking and have a blast.
Say my
And
view,
since you've been
graphic
so
and A,
generous,
and then we'll go
They
to the break.
now have enough money to invite deserving kids from IPS next spring. It's great. You can donate as little as $5
Same at
to
the break.
Camp Up by texting the word love to 317-655-5740. We'll be right back.
Fading to black, rolling the break.